Hello again, everybody. Well, today we are at the Maddux Cemetery. So we are in the Harrison Bay area near Chattanooga, and there's this beautiful little cemetery up on the hill. Now, it's actually a pretty old cemetery. According to the records that I have found, the land was given for it by Mr. Sam McCaleb, and supposedly, as the Indians were being driven south, a Mr. McMillan was killed near the cemetery, and there's a bunch of graves in here that are unmarked, as well as the ones that are marked. So, let's take a look and see what we can see. I did like that the descendants of Adam Maddux donated this nice gate. You can see, actually, the cemetery looks bigger than it actually is. And I guess it survived because it's up on a hill, because this is an area that's flooded pretty hardcore. So I guess what we'll do is we'll go this way first and just work our way to the right. Now, if anybody knows any more information about this cemetery, please say below in the comments. It's always good to hear more knowledge from people that know. I guess those posts are to show the boundary of the cemetery. There's some 1922s. Huh. Alexa, 1911. Some of these are very old and very covered in moss, so they're really hard. WB Hope. Mutter, maybe? McDaniels. Oh, wow. I see a Freemason up there. 1912, and I'm not going to get in there, but you can see the Freemason symbol. This is another cemetery that could stand to have a group come in with some of that D12 biological solution. Oh, and I just missed it, but there are deer here too. There's deer just running off through the woods, so I don't know if you can see the white tails flashing out through there. His south end, or her south end, is pointed towards me, and it's headed the other direction. Let's go over here. Arthur Dill, and yes, there is plenty of hunting going on. Arthur Dill from 1922. Lively, and I'm guessing there's a older Lively in there too. I'm not sure how I don't see any headstones going down that way, so I would assume. Oh wow, look at these. I know they were probably done by the same person, but that's pretty cool. Hogan. So the Hogan family's over this way, and somebody donated it for Christmas. The Dwayne Owsley. They must have really loved Christmas. More Hogan. Davis. Oh wow, it really does kind of march out into the Jane T. Wolfe. Why are some of these pointed? See, like here's a good example. I know that there is a grave there, but there is no marker. But why are some of these are... So some of these are pointed this way, some of these are pointed other ways. Wow. Now that is a very, very old stone. Completely lost to time. Hogan. So there's a lot of Hogans in here. Of Ben J.T. Murphy. I don't see anything else. Samuel Murphy, that. Look at that carving. That's amazing. They drowned. Or John T. Murphy drowned. But look at this. Look at this beautiful carving. That's one skill that has really vanished over the years. I have no idea why, but the middle of the cemetery is, at least appears empty. I don't see, well, maybe there are some sunken areas. And then the Lowe family. Really old, 1840 something, 1888, the Neelys. It's got an angel on it. More Lowes. I have no idea why there is a brick on top. Maybe that particular Lowe was a stone mason, but there are a lot of Lowes around here. I have no idea why the bricks would be here. This appears to be, I don't know if they're turning around because I am here. It appears to be a big turnaround spot. Either that or maybe people like to camp out here. I don't know. Larry Thomas. Lenham. That was 2016, so Lenham. And there is a very old headstone. Looks like somebody was able to come in later. And Mary Standifer. So I'm betting that since it's right there, that other headstone is hers. Lenham, 1992. McDaniel Sr., he liked to fish. And you can see that this is a beautiful area. Joseph Drew Wilson Massengale. So we have Massengales and a lot more Lenhams. She must have liked horses. More Massengales. Tanya Michelle Smith, and looks like her family may have celebrated Christmas with her. James McDaniel. It's got a little dog on it. More Massengales. That tells me that somebody definitely worked with their hands. Got a stapler. You've got a trowel. That is pretty neat. We've got some bushes here. Some hawthorns. It's got a guitar on that headstone too. The Lowe's, as well as a Gladys L. Skelf. I guess that's in the same family. So people have been buried here as of recently. Oh, wow. Gilbride? I hope I'm saying that right. Massengale. It's really interesting to see the Koch. What in the heck? I mean, maybe it's very recent. Raymond Charles, Gilbride, Kennedy. I'm going to have to walk around it because, as you can see, this was quite recent. And I'm guessing she is either a Massengale or a Lively. Somebody's dug up these and stacked it there, so I don't know. I don't know what the deal is on that one. More Massengales. So there's a lot of Massengales in this family cemetery. Well, I don't know if you could call it a family cemetery, and you can see that they've had to dig stuff up. I'm assuming later on, when they can swing it, that the Test family, Ruby Lee Massengale. So a lot of Massengales here. But I'm assuming that it was a very recent burial, and they just haven't had a chance to get in here and get things. It takes a while for the headstones to be made. More Massengales. More Massengales. Carol. Lenham. Howard Hood. Morgan. Huh. They were able to carve using pictures. That's very interesting. Beverly Ann Morgan Wilcox. Wonderful was your love for us. Matt Mason, Tanner, Hayden, Landon, and Zoe. 2018. That is a beautiful headstone, too. Let's get back up and see what that other one was that was fenced in right by the gate. I'm guessing the middle is probably where all of the unidentified burials are, because everybody seems to have avoided that middle section. McCamish. Well, this is a very, very interesting cemetery, but a lot of Massengills here, so you could almost call it a Massengill family cemetery. Anyway, guys, that is all that there is here. Hope you've enjoyed our little look. Another McCamish. This is all there is for the Maddux Cemetery. Anyway, you know what? Let's take a look in here. Yeah, these are some of the oldest ones, so. Anyway, guys, I am off to go on some more journeys. Until then, why don't you go on a journey of your own? We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.